Welcome back to the Circle Eavesdroppers. We knew you'd be listening. We're your Queen Bees.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Greene. And you're listening to Without a Clique podcast. If you're new here, we'd like you to grab a permanent seat in our circle. And if you enjoy our content and would like to support us, then you can join our inner circle over on Patreon, where you can luxuriously enjoy early access to ad-free episodes along with exclusive bonus content. If you're totally not into that, then you can just show your support by subscribing to our YouTube channel or following us on TikTok. So last Monday, we talked about the mystic archetype. Am I right, twin?
You are.
Yes. And the week before that, we talked about the sage archetype.
Yes, 2 claps and a snap for you.
Thank you. I was remembering.
You are.
But if you have no idea what we're talking about, we also have an introductory episode. That was episode 1 in this series about the 7 feminine archetypes that will give you all the information you need. Go listen to that, take the quiz, and come back prepared to absorb all this knowledge we're about to drop. But enough about the past. Let's talk about the present. Today, we're talking about the lover archetype. The lover is fully connected to her sensuality and her sacred sexuality. Connection with this archetype is what makes a woman naturally captivating and seductive. And while this archetype has a deep demonstration of love and passion and beauty, it's not just about the sexual attraction. The lover archetype also inspires all creativity. And that's why it's the basis for all the seduction archetypes.
Yeah.
No matter what archetype you portray or embody, the lover is attached to it in some form. It is literally the loving energy. And when we learn how to channel it, not only does it make us more magnetic, but it allows us to create things out of love, which I think is beautiful.
It is. And it's so important because just think about what you're passionate about, right? Whether it be art, music, poetry. For us, it would be the start of this podcast, whatever your craft is, you put your all into it, your love, essentially, because that's where you become alive in a sense. You have ideas, just creativity pouring into this. And that's what makes this archetype so powerful. You literally have the power in your hands. It's the most empowering energy that we have access to. And that's because we can control it. It drives us. It's how we create our careers, our lives, our family. It's how we engage in relationships. It's literally everything.
It's very much embedded in us.
It is.
Is that a kid?
Not mine.
And now for our special guest, Kid from apartment 213.
That's funny.
It is a beautiful and empowering energy, twin. But it's also probably one of the most misunderstood energies. We tend to wrap the feminine body in shame. We suppress pleasure and sexuality. It's almost deliberately misunderstood. And because we have separated sex from energy and made sex this shameful affair, it has caused us to lose the reverence of the dominant energy that is the lover energy. It's not that we can't embody it or even that we don't want to embody it. It's that society tells us not to. Society tells us to push it down, to put it aside, that it's not acceptable and that it's looked down upon.
That is so true. And I think almost dangerous in a sense, because we begin to diminish ourselves and who we are at our core because of what society has portrayed this energy to be. Think about Marilyn Monroe in her career, right? She was a sex symbol, that's how she got it started out. Her voice, the way she looked, everything. And it was going for her, but however, in just things that she wanted to do and create, she wasn't taken seriously when she tried out for more serious roles because she was always looked at just this sex pot, that's all she had to offer. And she almost had to diminish herself and her talents because it was either compromise and get the roles that they're offering me because of what they expect me to be, or don't get roles at all. And I don't think that that's really fair. We as culture and society have got to do better when it comes to like labeling, just like not even this energy, but just specific things in general.
I agree. I completely agree. I also think
Yeah.
that society did the same thing to Kim Kardashian, although she was able to
Yes.
overcome that. But it took a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of effort on her part to be
It
taken
did.
seriously outside of just being a sex symbol.
It did. And she still like can't really even escape it. Like if anything like bad or just like controversial comes up, the first thing they throw in her face, I won't even say it, but like you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what's thrown in her face. And it's just like, come on. If we as people are allowed to grow and change, we should extend that same grace to like celebrities and just like everyone in general. You're in a time period for your life that was then, like, learn to grow up and maneuver around it.
Exactly. And that's why I'm
That's,
excited to go into our next series because
you took the
we
words
can
right out my mouth.
yes, we can give
Yes.
other people kind of like a roadmap to
Mhm.
navigate society and embody certain energies.
For sure. And if you haven't taken the quiz yet, we highly, highly recommend that you do it because we couldn't really do it with these 7 archetypes because they're just so broad. But the 13 seduction archetypes are so thorough, they're so in depth that the research, like Twin said, we give you guys a roadmap, like specific situations that you can use these archetypes in. And it just like helps you to be a better person in general. And then just like make better decisions going forward. When you know better, you do better. So that is it, eavesdroppers. That is the end of the lover archetype and all 7 of these archetypes. So our next series, like we just said, will go into the 13 seduction archetypes. And we really look forward to sharing this information with you guys and just learning and growing together. We really appreciate you guys for just joining us and being a part of our family. And we are just getting started. You're welcome. So if you enjoy our content, then you can join our inner circle on Patreon, where you can enjoy this episode and all episodes ad-free, and you get exclusive bonus content, and we treat you like VIPs. We're queens, so we know how to treat our VIPs. And if not, then you can just be an eavesdropper and we still love you the same. And you can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel or following us on TikTok. But until next time.